Dismantling hydroelectric dams to save the environment. At surface level, it sounds contradictory. But my advocacy has taught me to work within nuance, not despite it. The diet of southern resident orcas, a population native to my home state of Washington, mainly consists of Chinook salmon, many of which hail from the Snake River-Columbia River system. Snake River Chinook have reduced by 90% in the 50 years since the dams were installed. Today, the southern residents are starving, with just over 70 individuals remaining. 4 dams on the lower Snake River in southeastern Washington have created reservoirs decimating salmon due to their rapidly warming waters. As long as these dams remain, so will their reservoirs, and our salmon will go extinct. Starting my advocacy in familiar communities at the beginning of 10th grade, I proposed to my city's youth board that we adopt support of dismantling dams in an official public statement. The peculiarity of youth advocacy from a mid-sized suburb 250 miles from the Snake River, I hoped would catalyze awareness and support. Our youth board unanimously approved, but City Council denied authorization to move forward with the statement. Hours before our pre-scheduled hearing with City Council, they'd received a public comment opposing our stance. Despite the general practice in these spaces to proceed undeterred, I realized convincing a divided state to support dam removal and prevent salmon extinction required first understanding the opposition. I spoke to the writer of the public comment and in doing so learned valid concerns around dam removal. Without reservoirs, how would farms be irrigated? Without shipping locks via the dams, how would inland grain reach Pacific ports on barges? Informed by my opposition, my message shifted to include calls for guaranteed infrastructure replacements alongside dismantling dams. And through this open-mindedness, my coalition was able to expand. Driven by data, first and foremost, I sought to qualify salmon as a superior asset, economically and societally, to these dams. This past April, however, I was fortunate for the opportunity to lobby for dam breaching in Washington, D.C., alongside the Umatilla Tribal Youth Council from Oregon. The cultures of the Umatilla and numerous other Columbia Basin tribes hold Chinook salmon to not only be ecologically critical, but also sacred. They taught me to understand the human side of an issue, and that ecosystems cannot be treated as part of some cost-benefit analysis. The world is full of environmental challenges, as we all know, and as humanity learns to balance our flourishing with ecological stability, in this critical time, each of us must take our own time to evaluate what is non-negotiable and fight to protect it. Renewable energy at the cost of a keystone species is not clean energy, and this is the message we fight for. Nuance can take on a negative connotation in the environmental space as an excuse to not commit. But more and more, it is necessary to work within spaces of nuance, to learn from unfamiliar perspectives. As for me and everyone I work with across the Pacific Northwest, our fight to free the snake continues. It's been amazing to get to know the other Brower Youth awardees this week, and I thank Earth Island for the opportunity. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight, and I look forward to the other speeches. Thank you.